Okay, welcome to our first supplemental episode.
Of the noonday sun. Words to live by.
Alright, I have my headset volume up way too much. Okay, this is our first supplemental episode, so what we're going to do is just kind of wander around. We're going to collect data points, we're going to get some collectibles, just kind of generally shoot the shit. So, what I did... somehow missed that before. What I did is in between recordings is I came through and I wrote down everything I need for all this stuff. The shadow, like, you know, armors and weapons and all that kind of stuff. So I at least have a decent idea of what I'm actually looking for here. And since we're here, there actually is some stuff here, so let's just get started and start scanning stuff. I'm pretty sure it's on top of this thing. Maybe not? And I have the an interactive map up on my... there it is. I have an interactive map up on my computer where I'm recording my audio and right next to it. So, it's not going to be me wandering around looking for stuff and not being able to find it or anything like that. So, let's check this out. A Guide to the Claim by the Well-Traveled Aram. Often I fling open the windows of my villa not only to partake of the scents and sights of the city, but to hear the questions on the streets. Equally often I hear asked aloud, what to make of these outsiders, these Asuram, who are suddenly our allies or even neighbors? Why do they eat as they do, argue as they do? What is the matter of their heady scent? Why are they always drinking? Like a ray of the sun amid the darkness, a question is best followed to its source. So, for the benefit of the inquisitive, I contrived to join a trading caravan to the Claim, at least as far as the closest village beyond the breakwalls. The Claim. It is a muted land, where fire smoke hangs heavy in the air among the tall, thin trees. Where the ground has not been dug up by the Asuram's ceaseless search for metal, it is cased in frost, and beneath the frost yet more frost, before stony soil. And worse, soot. Everywhere soot, all-pervading. Though I had worn my sturdiest travel silks, keeping them unsoiled proved impossible. Noticing my discomfort, some Asuram washerwomen offered their services, but seeing the shade of the water in their tubs, I declined. Indeed, regard for cleanliness is not an Asuram virtue. Despite its protective walls of piled slate and slouch-round stone huts, the village struck me as overly exposed to the elements, the chief elements in the Claim being a cold, oily rain and hoarfrost. Even so, the open fires hissed and spat and burned on, and the mood was bustling and lively, much as you might find in an outbuilding for livestock, for example. What I will endure to bring the light of knowledge to the folk of my tribe. The Asuram have no priests or kings, and spit at the mention of such titles, but they defer to the counsel of their wise men, the village eldermen. It seems each settlement elects such men for the purpose of unceasing argument. From dawn until long into the night, they shout over each other on matters of policy and taxation. Come the next morning, a line of villagers will already have formed for the privilege of arguing back. I joined such a line for several hours while children squealed, birds squawked, and hammering, a cursed, endless hammering, echoed over the trampled straw and rain-filled cart ruts. Finally, I was permitted to face the three eldermen and deliver my question. I asked for their opinion on the peace between our tribes, the Sun King Avad's offer of welcome in Meridian itself. Readers, I say asked, but the matter was not so simple, as the Asuram erupted into insults and arguments even before the words had finished leaving my lips. I found myself talked over, shouted down, and subjected to seemingly unconnected abuse, and it was only when I raised my voice in return, an invigorating experience, that I was grudgingly answered. Their opinions are muddled and mixed, to say the least, and I will not profane this parchment by transcribing the words used to express them. Suffice it to say that they see the benefit of free trade between our tribes, and indeed have flourished from it, after long years of war. However, it seems few Asuram that trade outside the Claim return their taxes, or even return at all. The eldermen believe they are stolen away by a manner of living that is, quote, downright karja, a phrase they punctuate by spitting upon the floor. In return, I suggested that their mistrust and fear of a civilized way of life was positively Asuram. I could not bring myself to spit indoors. This caused great commotion, after which I was bodily carried from the building upon the shoulders of my host and deposited in the midst of a coming-of-age celebration, not for a man, but for some new manner of device. I awoke on a cart arriving at Pitchcliff. My throat was hoarse, my arms numb from accepting countless challenges to wrestle, and the taste of alcohol, much like machine oil, was still on my tongue. My head ached as if split down the center. Truly, I had risked my life in search of an answer. Is there more to the Oseram character than brawling, drinking, and shouting? Simply put, dear reader, there is not. But let us hope that the Elderman's fears will be proven true, and in time the sun's light and Meridian's glory can temper these rough-hewn folk. Yeah. The Oseram sound like a lively bunch. I don't think we'll get to see them in their hometown anytime soon, but, you know, here's hoping.
It's not what I imagined when I was a boy, but it's decent work keeping the city safe.
This is the derangement. The derangement of the machines. So this should be interesting. This should give us a little bit more information on what's going on with why the machines are so nasty lately. Esteemed lords and ladies of the Sun Court, honored canes and patrons, your concerns regarding the continuing derangement of the machines are noted. Though many seasons have passed since the first sightings of this frightful change, the Sun King is well aware that this is no longer a matter of reports from border patrols and hunters' lodge expeditions. One needs only to look to the abandoned estate lands, indeed the estates you owned, left for the jewel to reclaim, or to the empty freeholds of the common Carja folk. Know that the Sun King has taken every measure to protect Holy Meridian and the Maze Lands with renewed patrols. As for entreating the Sun, we believe the cause of the derangement cannot be the Sun's displeasure alone, for the years of sacrifice under Sun King Jiran produce no noticeable effect on the machines. His luminance and the Sun Priests are in agreement that, even if this is an ordeal set for us by the Sun, our suffering will not be reduced with blood. For your edification, I will recount of what we have observed of the derangement. Of the simpler machines, the herd creatures, the gallopers, the scuttlers, where once they fled at the sight of men, they are now more likely to charge. The larger creatures, once only a menace to the inebriated and foolhardy, can be seen to lunge at the unwary with murderous intent. This is to say nothing of the coming of the Sawtooth or its metal brethren, the Ravager, the Stalker, or that terrible giant, the Thunderjaw. Each one has proved a more capable killer of men than the last, each wielding a wider array of strange weapons. The wilds are no longer safe due to the hostility of these new machines, though to date they have not attacked a settlement within the Sundom. Outlanders have brought no shortage of fanciful explanations for this behavior. Some suggest the machines have come to resent men for hunting them, yet such a thing has never been witnessed among beasts of flesh and blood, and they are proven to be more capable of thinking and memory. Carja hunters and Oseram tinkers alike have attempted to understand the phenomenon by inspecting felled machines. But these appear no different to those harvested many years before the derangement began, with the same assortment of wires, braiding, lenses, hearts, and so on. When these parts are subjected to the light of the sun, or to Oseram experiments with fire and spark, they react as they always have. The Banuk, however, claim to have recorded a change in the machine songs of the machine spirits, suggesting that these have been increasingly discordant. The Sun King has sent envoys to Ban-Ur to learn more, in the hopes that their mysticism might contain a truth where the rational light of the sun is brought to bear upon it. Of course, the Sun King graciously welcomes your own contributions to the study of the derangement, asking only that they are delivered in written form and not during royal audience. His luminance also hopes to dissuade you from participating in the machine hunts during these uncertain times. The strength of a united Sun Court is the strength of all Carja. Respectful Tashadi, Court Envoy. So, at the very least, people are definitely trying to figure this out.
That's all there is in Banuk lands.
We're also going to be trying to figure this out as we actually progress the story. In this video, we won't be doing that in any way. We're not going to go anywhere we haven't been before. We're not going to kill any machines we haven't killed before. We're simply just going to be kind of farming.
Plant. You'll help.
We're simply just going to be farming maybe a little bit of shards and machine parts and things like that so we can buy some more equipment and stuff, because we do want a better bow before we move into the western section of the map, because it is a lot more dangerous, and the bow we have, it's fine, it's serviceable, it's getting the job done for now, but we really do need something better. So if you remember in part 14, oh, I never even had a scanned lance run before. There's a sawtooth over here, and we're just going to go ahead and avoid that. We could, if we wanted to, override it and have it kill those lance horns and stuff, but I haven't had one scanned yet, which means I don't think I've actually killed one yet, so we're just gonna ignore it. And yeah, focus on what we're actually meant to be focusing on here. And the first thing we're going to be focusing on, of course, data points. We have one right here. Robar is coming. There's a Robar location coming to your neighborhood. This is a special offer exclusively for print value $ recipient. Did you know that Robar, America's premier automated brew pub, is opening a location near you? Our Boston, Chicago, and St. Louis locations are famous nationwide for their delicious craft beer selections, artisanal takes on classic bar food, and gracious robotic bar staff. Why spend good drinking money on tips? Make tonight a Robar night at our new print value $ recipient location, and enjoy 15% off your tab. So, yeah, getting drunk off of robots apparently might be a thing. Now, I forgot to do this when we were there. We don't have enough blaze. Oh, shit. Screw it then. I was going to do it, but we don't have enough blaze. We're probably going to farm a little bit of blaze in these as well. We're really low on blaze at the moment, and yeah, it's going to be a problem. Now, we do have another data point over here. I'm not 100% sure where it is. I'm using the interactive map, of course, but it's not an exact science, I don't think. So I'm gonna, actually what we're gonna do here is, oh, I can't even zoom in anymore, that's unfortunate. Okay, it looks like it's near a waterfall of some kind, so we're gonna stay on the path here just so we don't miss it. It's a good thing I was paying attention to that. I hear something. Oh yeah. We'll go help them out shortly. Okay, I think the data point is down there. But for now, we're just gonna stick with this just to make sure. Like I said, this is pretty much just gonna be what this video is. You know, if you're not interested, I don't blame you. I certainly won't hold it against you if you don't watch this. I mean, no one's gonna watch any of the main videos anyways, so you know, it's not like it's gonna be much of a difference. Maybe it's this spot? Well, let's help these people out first. We do need these walker parts anyways. Oops. Okay. Ow! I think this might be a red eye watcher. I think he might be more difficult. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh my god. That messed me up. Okay. Well, we separated the two. Yeah, this is a red eye watcher. Basically means it has more health, it does more damage. We saw a second ago, it absolutely annihilated me, and we only did 24 damage when we hit it and died. Which is less damage than if we just smack it with our spear. But smacking it with our spear is also more dangerous. There we go. There's a lens. I think our friends over here killed the other one. Corruption coil.
I can't thank you enough.
Yeah.
It's not much, but maybe this will show you how grateful I am.
Okay. It gave us a little rewards box. The stuff's gone for looting. Okay. Now, where is this? Okay. It should be right up this path over here. We didn't get a heart, but that's okay. Okay, it should be a little bit this way. Yeah, here it is. Okay, this is easy venue staffing. Public record indicates that you own, operate, or are otherwise affiliated with the Human Resources Department of a concert hall, mid-sized theater, arena, convention center, or other venue. Please take a moment to consider subcontracting easy venue staffing to provide security for your next event. Robot security units are safe, efficient, and vigilant. Here's what satisfied easy venue staffing customers have to say. Easy Venue's robots are great. Our events have never run as smoothly as they do now. Ann Hutchins, Sterling Melky Arena. Well, I was worried about switching security providers, but I couldn't have asked for a better experience. Easy Venue just drops them off and you're golden. Ray Crutzen, San Diego Phenomicon, which is a great name for a con. I hope that's a real thing soon. Easy Venue staffing is awesome. The units they sent us keep the club safe and stay off the dance floor. Can't recommend enough. Orlando Peck. At Laddle Club. That's probably something that is like an atlatl. It's probably like an animal or something. I'm just completely unaware of. I just marked my map where the next data point is that we're going for. Now, I turned off the locations of the metal flowers, Banuk figures, vantages, and all that stuff, because again, I feel like it's kind of like cheating. Like, I feel like we should either find the things from memory, or just by stumbling across them, or buying the things in the game to, you know, keep us a little bit honest. And by making these videos in the first place, that's going to keep us a little more honest as well. And we made it this far. I think I'm going to save at pretty much every campfire I come across, just for the sake of, if I get killed out in the open world, I could lose a lot of progress here. And I don't want that to happen. So, again, we already cleared this corrupted zone, so it's safe, relatively, you know, as safe as anything gets out here. Whoop. Let's see here. There it is. Okay, get TIDO started. Thank you for purchasing the TIDO Residential Organization Assistant. Please follow these instructions to guide your TIDO through setup. Before activating your TIDO, take special care to tidy up your place of residence manually. Don't worry, it's the last time you'll ever have to. Download the Tito app to your personal augmentation device. Activation code is printed on the other side of your Tito. Power on your Tito. Use the app to inform the Tito of which rooms you wish it to service. Allow 3 minutes for the Tito to record the layout of your home and location of your personal possessions. For testing purposes, remove 5 to 10 items from their usual locations. Tell your Tito, tidy time. If the instructions have been followed correctly, your Tito should now be ready to keep your home tidy and organized. Enjoy your Tito Residential Organizational Assistant. So, our next... Yeah, the future honestly sounds pretty fucking cool, but it also sounds pretty fucking scary. My concern right now, going over to get that next data point, is the fact that there's 3 fucking snap maws hanging out in the way. So we're gonna come around the other side, and oh, I'm glad that didn't hurt me at all. We're gonna try to avoid them here and be a little bit more sneaky. Now there is some watchers over here. If you remember when we were doing that quest, we had several watchers, and I think even a scrapper come over and kind of fuck with us and interrupt what we were doing and everything. So now it almost looks like he's hurt, but I think that's just the chill water coming from his frost sack. And I really don't want to mess with snap maws right now. They're not impossible to kill. Obviously, we already killed one earlier in this playthrough, but it's a whole thing, and I think it's worth just... we're going to avoid that fight. This is Riker Building? Hello, our records show that you've been researching safe, comfortable, and affordable apartments in the Salt Lake City area. You should consider the Riker Building. Take a moment to review some of the features we offer to our tenants. Totally automated facility monitoring by a bleeding-edge robot security team. Always comfy biometric climate control auto-adjusts the temperature of every room. Complimentary Faro runner upon signing a lease. Let your runner grab groceries and collect packages while you enjoy the luxury of the Riker lifestyle. Our HoloSite features a free, fully immersive tour of the facilities, including a customizable mock-up of your future Riker apartment. Visit us today and start living. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it sounds nice, but man. The future's still scary. I just can't get over that. Okay, where's our next? So we have all those. We're not even gonna head up to that area, so that's okay. Okay, that'll work. We'll head up in that direction. So, if you remember, we had a corrupted zone in that area that we had cleared. There was a fire bellow back and a few chargers. But there was also data points there that we ignored while we were there on purpose, so we could do it during this video.
Shake it out later.
So, we might as well head in that area. It's quite a ways away, so I'm going to take this opportunity. Okay, that's just a few scrappers. We don't need any of that. Actually, we sort of do, but it's not the next thing I'm going to buy, so screw it. We'll do it another time. But I will take this opportunity while we're walking, because again, we can't do it. Oh, you know what? Let's see here. Foxbone. See, we'll try to kill a fox or two along the way. Nope, that's a raccoon as well. Okay, screw it. Guerrilla Games has a YouTube channel. Guerrilla Games is the company that made this video game. that they have a YouTube channel, and it looks like about once a month or so they put up a 2 to 3 minute video that show fox. Oh, this might even be my fox bone as well.
Looks
It
good.
is. Yeah. Now we need a fox skin, which we don't have, but that's okay. Anyways, they put up like a 2 to 3 minute YouTube video. It looks like about once a month that showcases fan art, cosplay, and all that kind of stuff related to this game. And if you want an easy, if you want easy access to it, there's our fox skin. Yeah. Oh, resources and modification and satchels are maxed out. That's excellent. Anyways, if you want... Well, those guys are hauling ass. If you want to check it out, there's... I'm subscribed to that channel on... I need to help this guy out.
Thank you. Now I know the kind of person I want to be, watching you.
Okay, well, you didn't give us anything. I'm subscribed to it on this YouTube channel, so if you want to check out some really cool fan art, some really awesome cosplays and things like that related to this game, I highly recommend it. I actually spent... One of the things that inspired me to do this challenge playthrough is watching... sitting down and watching through a lot of those, and I even got a couple of cool backgrounds for my computer out of it, so you know, desktop backgrounds and stuff. So highly recommend. There's a shell walker site here. That's fine. We're not going to get noticed, at least not badly enough to where it's going to be a problem. So yeah, again, I do highly recommend checking that out. I wish more video game companies did that kind of thing. Like, I have a couple of different like video game YouTube channels that I'm subscribed to on my non-business account, and you know, they have like, it's like, oh, here's a trailer for this patch, or here's a trailer for, you know, whatever game's coming out or whatever, and it's really not anything special or interesting. It doesn't really focus at all on the community or the community accomplishments or anything like that. It's not to say that it's disappointing necessarily, it's just kind of underwhelming, I guess. And Guerrilla Games really, credit where credit's due, they're actually putting some effort into making that cool. I'm just gonna smack this thing. Yeah, whatever. Just die, you prick. And there was other things that I've been thinking about wanting to talk about in this video that I can no longer remember, but we still got plenty more time to record in here, so maybe it'll come to me as we progress through. Oh, that's a shell walker. Don't. Okay, we're good. I thought we did need rabbits. I don't remember what for specifically, but... Yeah, we need a couple rabbit bones, couple fish bones, raccoon skin, rabbit bone, rat bone. Yeah, we still can do that, but I just don't want to spend the shards. 500 shards is a lot of shards. And we still need over 3,000 for the bow that we need before we're going to continue on, so... I could technically afford it, but also I want to get my upgraded armor, my better stealth armor. Not, you know, it's not going to happen before we go west, but it would. I want it to happen as soon as absolutely possible. So this Bellback's alone this time. Last couple times he had some buddies with him. This time he does not. So we can just get started on taking him out. And as always, we're just going to freeze him and dump arrows into him, like going out of style. Need to craft some more arrows. Whoop. Roll into the fire. He's no longer frozen. I'm gonna get some distance here. Hopefully without alerting any other enemies. Probably heal. He should be just about dead. There it goes. Didn't get the heart that we need, but he did drop us 14 blaze, so we can make some more tripwires and some more fire arrows as well. Now we do also need more blaze for buying the maps, but we're gonna need more for, you know, everything going forward anyways, so again, in one of these supplementals, we might do some extra farming. We already picked up this actual vantage, but there is 3 data points here. And we got the first one right in front of us. Okay. Give you a scan. Chocolate box log. Your latest meaningful conversation on Chocolate Box. Was this the love connection moment you'll tell your grandkids about? You can opt out of receiving these logs at any time by editing your Chocolate Box profile. Serafina says, hey. Lars says, hey, how's it going? Fine. Bored, though. Yeah, Wednesday nights. You're really cute, Lars. Thanks, you too. How do you want to chat with me in my private salon? Hey, do you want to chat with me in my private salon? Oh, you're a honeybot. Haha, what? No, silly. Okay, if you're not a honeybot, tell me about the most earth-shattering work of art you've ever seen. You're funny, Lars. Tell me about the last time you experienced heartache. You're funny, Lars. Tell me about an experience your friends enjoyed, but about which you were ambivalent. Hey, do you want to chat with me in my private salon? Holy crap, you're not even a good honeybot. You suck. You're funny, Lars. Lars has ended this conversation. Yeah, just like real life, you know, life imitates art, or art imitates life, one of the two. Hey, log 51863. Gina, hey, where are you? Hark, which is an odd name, but here we are. Ugh, stuck on 75. This auto's navsies keeps taking the wrong exits. Seriously? Yup. Was gonna see if you could pick up dinner. No tikka masala? Food printer's acting weird. Installed the tikka module, spat red protein goop across the kitchen. Took Tito 8 minutes to clean up. Maybe order a pizza, not sure when this crazy thing's gonna get me home. Sigh. That's about the experience with all this future tech bullshit that I'm anticipating being a problem. Hopefully not in my lifetime. Hopefully I'm old enough where I won't have to deal with any of this shit. Okay, this is to all Jesse fans. Okay, I just want to get something off my chest right now because this needs to be said. To all Jessie fans and the entire Romantic Fortunes fan community, Jessica Sterling should not win Romantic Fortunes. This is so obvious to anyone who actually pays attention. I used to be like you guys. Last season, I wanted Jessica to win, but as episode 3.01, she has gone too far. Were you people even watching when she rejected Lewis, the sweetest human being on the planet? He stood by her through everything. The Alaska acquisition, that time the Harrier bots malfunctioned mid-battle. The only reason Jessica has had any success is because Lewis had her back. He loves her, and she doesn't even care. This is why I'm throwing my support behind Vernon. I do not take this decision lightly. I was a Jessie fan for 2 whole seasons. Jessica's the whole reason I even care about Sterling Malkeet. But as a fan, I cannot continue to support someone so heartless. Lewis, you can do better. Also, more or less, the same shit that, you know, continues on to this day. Okay. Oops. Okay, our next data point looks to be about here. And since we're heading back into the ruins of Denver, also known as Devil's Grief. Oh, yeah, Devil's Grief. Or Denver. Although, maybe we should start calling Devil's Grief, or Denver Devil's Grief going forward, just in our day-to-day. I've never been there. I'm sure it's a lovely city. Whatever. It looks like shit now. But, you know, we don't really know what year it is in this game. Currently, I think the latest date we've seen was 2063. But we don't know what year it actually is for Aloy. So this area... Raccoon, I need you for something. Smack. This area has some dangerous sections to it, and we're not going to really get involved too much in the actual dangerous part, I don't think. Just looking at my map, I don't think we're going to have to worry too much about it. But we'll probably come back and clear it out at some point. They're not corrupted zones necessarily, but there are corrupted machines in the area. Okay, this is Luna, here I come. Personal log, user 565796637. Looks like I'm heading to the moon. Met with Jerry today and he told me that some of our helium-3 mines are producing well below specs. Drone Ops has eyes on the ground up there, but even they can't say what's causing the problems, so the Corps is going to send up a team to investigate firsthand. Low G training starts Monday. Luna, here I come. And that's cool, that's nice for him. It sounds like that's something he's going to enjoy. Now, there's quite a few in the general area of this campfire.
These grapes.
I'm gonna head in that direction. Let me... I made it. Okay. We're gonna play this safe. And just take out some of this stuff. These are obviously corrupted machines, but these are not the corrupted machines that I was talking about a moment ago that I'm worried about. They're dangerous, of course, but they're not a big concern. We can just stealth and stab and it's not a big deal. But also, I still Would rather not get killed out here. I mean, I've only, you know, I have died a few times, but it was only a few times. It hasn't been that bad. I'd rather not continue that and make it worse, but we took out pretty much everything. Sorry, I thought I heard a machine or something. I did not. Okay, got another one of this gas pump. All the same, personal log 67681. I am so sick of these robot battle hollows. How many of these things can you watch before you realize that every single episode is exactly the same? You show up on the battlefield, you watch a bunch of Thrasher bots tear each other up, you choose which core you're going to root for, explosions, 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 and then it's over. Am I the idiot? Everyone else seems to love this stuff. I will say that sounds pretty fucking cool. I agree that I probably wouldn't be, like, crazy about it long term, but still sounds pretty cool. Okay, their next one's kind of right over here. I'm sorry, I can't read. I'm not used to reading out loud. I haven't really done this in probably 25 years when I was like a kid, like elementary school or whatever, so, you know, apologies if you're bearing with me. Trust me, I don't think I'm great either. Personal log, user 8867281. Crowther is going to kill me. Got buzzed this morning notifying me that Metallurgic has occupied 2 of our Mexico Helium-3 facilities. No declaration of intent, no warning, just bam. So of course the blame's on me. I could file a grievance with the ICC, but that only covers the company's ass, not mine. Could get Great Lakes Interdiction on the line, maybe clean up this mess by Monday, but my line of credit's strained as it is. How did they slip past the sniffers? Where were our thrashers? It's bad. So bad. Okay, our next one is straight north. I mean, at this point, it kind of feels like we're just reading about people's problems. Which I guess isn't the worst thing in the world, but still. China's sick. Keep in mind, this was written before COVID was a thing, by several years. User 3477895. I have to be honest, I miss Guangdong already. I had a purpose there. I was busy all the time. Nobody here seems to get it. Sandy and Vanessa took me out last week. Welcome home, I guess. Some guy at the bar freaks out when he overhears how I just got back. Acts like I was living underground with the mole people or something. Like I should be ashamed I actually wanted to have a job and work for a living. I guess it's reverse culture shock. Or maybe I should just go back. So based on that, it even sounds like people around that time largely didn't even work, which is interesting. Okay, I think our next one's going to be in this section. Just robot servants and hanging out. Okay, bear with me. With all this, like, robotic technology, like, it takes care of every aspect of your life. Like, there has to have been, like, robots that jacked you off, right? Like, 100%. Like, there's no way there's a robot that cleans your apartment and gets your groceries and grabs your deliveries from your front door, but doesn't jack you off. It has to be a thing in this universe. They probably didn't put it in the game for obvious reasons, but I bet it exists. Okay, personal log, user 727934878. I've been studying for this corporate engagement exam for 7 hours and I haven't retained any of it. Dad pinged my focus earlier, asked how I was doing. Great, I said. Even told him I was the star pupil in this class, that I was already getting offers from Eastern Warfleet Corps. Just panicked and lied. What am I going to do if I don't pass? I'll have to go work for some third-party contractor or something. If they'll even have me. I'm screwed. Yeah, that sounds about right. So I guess people do work a bit more. It's hard to keep track. It's hard to keep track. I think this is more or less where the next one is. It's kind of hard to tell on the map. Yeah, it is. Okay. She's the one. Personal log, user 154723. Hey, future Greg, it's me, Greg. Prediction. Allison is the one. I know it's just one date, but it's her. We went to the transportation history exhibit at the Frage. We got to drive a car, like actually drive one of the old ones with a wheel and the foot things. It was terrifying. But when I took this turn too fast, Allison's hand shot over to mine and clamped on it. The awkward distance was shattered. She looked at me and I could see in her face that she felt exactly the same. Mark my words, Allison and Greg forever. That's nice. It's nice to hear when people find that connection and everything, you know. Oh, and also, okay, this we gotta have a little bit of time before we get to the next one. Something that they, you know, they always, oh, tell the people who watch to like and subscribe and all that shit. And I haven't been doing that because, again, no one's really ever gonna watch this. If you want to do those things, you're more than welcome to. I'm not going to discourage it in any way. You know, it's you've heard it so many damn times from so many damn YouTubers. It's not like it's gonna be this revelation to you of like, oh, like, oh, you're right. You know what I mean? Like, I should do that. You know, if you want to do those things, absolutely, by all means. But don't feel like you have to. You know, if you like this series enough to the point where you're watching this and listening to me talk right now, you know, you might as well. But at the same time, like, I'm not going to remind you every single time. Just, you know, this isn't my job. I have an actual job, and I just, you know, I'm just playing this game for fun. I'm going to play other games for fun, and I'm going to record it and upload it for fun. And that's all it really is. So do those things if you want, or don't. I'm not your dad. Just whatever. It's fine. Okay, supplier, personal log, user 786788963. Finally got a lead on a vat meat supplier out of Tulsa. Seems affordable. Sample scheduled for delivery later tonight. They do everything. Beef, chicken, pork, mutton, even alligator jerky, which I didn't even realize was something people want. If the quality is adequate, this enterprise kicks into high gear. Stuff what Dad said about real space diming. Legacy industry my ass. Yeah, screw you, Dad. Some of these are just fun. Sleeper. Personal log, user 986546731. Okay, journaling. A thing I do now, apparently, that I'm supposed to do, says Dr. McLaughlin. Seems like a pop psych crap, if you ask me, the kind of narcissistic BS second chancers are into when they take a break from blaming sleepers like me for the die-off anyways. As though they have anything to recover from. What, the trauma of having other people save the world for you so you can criticize them for screwing it up in the first place? I mean, sorry I had to watch half the world drown while the other half died of thirst or famine. I don't know. McLaughlin said this kind of cynicism is common to folks my age, but if that's true, why aren't we talking to each other about it? Getting old just feels lonely. No second chances for us. Okay, we got another one close by here, and a third one right after that. And then we're going to call this episode. And I am going to do another one because we still have a lot of stuff to do before we head back to, and start heading towards Meridian. So we'll figure out what we're going to do upload schedule-wise and all that stuff. I don't know. Idiot Armory. Personal log. User 898654441. I'm not sure what I expected being a part of a hacker collective to be like exactly, but so far the whole idiot army thing has been anticlimactic. Turns out being a world-renowned cyber threat mostly consists of hanging out in intentionally tacky-looking hollow spaces with dudes in anonymizing skins, most of which are like meme-based. There's a dude, or maybe a few dudes, with a skin modeled after that incredulous pigeon reaction hollow. A couple guys who are literally just walking kapok trees. I asked someone what the next big operation would be. I even had suggestion, doxing Far Zenith, fixing corporate warbots, come on. And he called me a, quote, turd baron, as though, and then the data gets corrupted. Turd baron's a good one. I'll hand it to him on that one. Turd baron's a good one. I like turd baron quite a bit. Thankfully there's a campfire right here. We'll give it a quick save. And this is Hollow Haunting. Personal log, user 5235968. The rest of the paranormal research community remains intransigent. This is no great surprise. I knew my theories would be received as radical apostasy. However, the time is coming, and coming soon, when the body of research on paranormal phenomena will be forced to contend with the simple fact that virtual spaces are just as easily occupied by the spirits of the restless dead as physical spaces. This is not mere speculation. It was I who witnessed the screaming spirit that drifts between the discussion rooms of the International Alliance of Knitting Enthusiasts. It was I who listened in stunned shock to the hushed, mad whispers writhing beneath the diegetic soundscape of Goblination. Like spectral refugees, the spirits of the dead flee our realm to reside in the Hollowscape, and I intend to discover the reason. Oh, you gotta love it. You really do. Okay, so the next data points I need are still pretty far away. There's only a few, but then we're gonna, so the next one actually might be really short. I'm not too sure. But in any case, thank you for watching episode 14.5 of Horizon Zero Dawn. It might end up being 0.25, I don't know, it depends on the upload schedule and all that stuff. So yeah, I'll just say thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.